background. Good morning, guys. It's a really early morning and I'm looking a little bit rough this morning, but it's going to all be worth it. Heading out with local legend Scott Barratt today. Going to see if we can find a few snapper out there this morning. Water's starting to cool off, so hopefully the big dogs are actually starting to get around a bit. So come with us. As always, we're going to have an adventure. Oh, does that get any better? Got that moon coming up in the background. We're at the fishing spot ready to go right now, so we're going to start off flicking a few plastics. They're real stealthy like, watching to make sure we don't get too close to that shore break in there, but she's certainly pumping at the moment. Probably only going to get a little bit worse, so got to be careful of that. Don't get too close in, don't want to end up on those rocks. And that'll be right. He's on again. Look at that. Easy as that, eh? Master snapper fisherman's on again. Geez, that's another stonker, isn't it? Yeah. Wow, look at that. Get a load of that there. It's the structure. Have a look at this under the water. We've got the side scan running and you can see big plates, big rocks, heaps of this stuff. So the technique that we're using, not terribly difficult. You'll see I've deployed a drogue chute out the back there, or a drift chute. And all that does is slow down the actual drift. Otherwise, with the wind at the moment, we'd probably be doing close to about 4 to 5 knots at the moment. We're on 1.3k an hour. Oh, and we're on. Oh, maybe not, maybe at the bottom. And simply, all we're doing is basically using that wind to prospect us along, and drift chute slows us down and just lets us get in amongst all of the stuff. We're fishing at about 12 meters of water, and I've just got a little chase bait there, and that's in that purple plum color with a 1/6 TT jig head on there. And essentially I'm casting ahead of where I'm drifting, and I'm working that back, and a couple little jigs and hops as we're working that back along. So we want the jig head down close to the bottom, again 11 odd meters of water here, but we don't want be on the bottom. Obviously there's quite a few rocks here. You've seen some of the structure on the sounder before, so it is a bit hairy in there. So essentially all we're trying to do is just keep that up and flick it up and then let it flutter, and that big paddle tail on that chase bait just works the way down. Awesome combination, and it's just a matter sometimes working out what colors are going to work on the day. You'll see how it's a darker overcast day. Initially this morning I think the whites were working okay, probably while it was real dark, but now actually starting to see that, yeah, very clear water here. So we're trying to match the color of the presentation to the color of the day. So I've gone for that purpley sort of color just to see whether that's going to make a difference. And scored a couple of fish early on, like a barracuda and a couple of smaller yellowtail and stuff, but yeah, just going to see whether or not that actually makes a difference in terms of the color and the presentation today. But it's awesome out here. You wouldn't want to be anywhere else. What an adventure. I've been catching a bait anyway. Oh yeah, that's what we're talking about. Oh yeah. Up away from them rocks a bit, I think. Hey, finally! That's a nice fish. Great size for eating too. You might take this guy. Have a look at that. That is beautiful. Just switched across to using chase baits. Oh, come here, son. Chase baits pinned in the corner there. That's the beautiful thing on a 1/16 jig head. Nice, man. Beautiful. Yeah, I gotta be happy with that. And this guy goes around about that 460 mark, so probably pretty good fish, really. Although Scotty's been on to some much bigger ones earlier this morning, so hopefully there's a few of those big girls around. See if we can't find a few more. Now you can see that the wind's picked up a little bit, conditions are getting a little bit choppy. Still pretty good out here just the same, but just one of those things you want to be careful of whenever you're on the coast like this. You're going to need to be able to get back, and you're going to be able to need to land in the shore break. So it's a good idea to keep an eye on it. But yeah, it's a little bit cold. You can see I put the jumper on, just trying to keep that a little bit warm. But mate, the snapper are here and the snapper are biting. Managed to pick up one. Don't know how big he is. Definitely fighting like the right type though. He's going there now. There you go. Goes a good 37. Drag rod. There you go, and you can see the old lure's getting a bit of a workout. So nice little pinky, probably only goes about that 30 odd centimetres, so we'll let this one go. But awesome fun. Let's hope we can get another one. Same spot as last time, so they're definitely holding on that one particular mark. Not a huge fish, still good fun though. Got a few good ones. Scotty Barratt over there, and he's barreled a couple of real stonkers this morning, so fantastic outcome. Great little trip this morning. We're going to start to make our way back. Thanks very much all you guys for watching. Like and subscribe if you want to see more of this sort of stuff, and we'll see you guys next time out on the water.